All right, so we got a very important person that just stepped down from a very esteemed buyer of Bitcoin. We're going to talk about that, and as well as the $90,000 floor. Will we breach that going into the week? What's really going on with Bitcoin and the market? Let's go ahead and get into it. All right. Welcome to the show, guys. So $92,000. I kind of zoomed all the way back to April because I want you to look at this, guys. All the way back 2025, April, earlier this year. Look at the trajectory. I know you guys see this behind me on the chart. All right. Now we're going to zoom into November. All right. Actually, let's go ahead and start back at October. All right. Into this particular point right here, where we see a steep decline when it comes to this particular situation. Now, I'm going to zoom back to April. Okay, now you can see this really robust climb up into the month of October. Then we had a lot of money move out of the market. Now, when it comes to the actual outflow, this was ETFs, and there was a little retail involved there as well, some institutional outflow as well. You had a lot of sharks. You had some minnow outflow as well. Everybody contributed to this from October to this point. Now, what we're seeing now is a huge wave of fear. Now, I want to pivot to the stock market because a lot of what's going on in tech is actually translating and transferring into the cryptocurrency market. That particular fear, that is translating. And you do have a connection here as well, especially when it comes to the tech sector. NASDAQ down 200 points, all right? You had Dow Jones down almost 600 points. You had S&P almost down 80 points. Now, across the board, this is really bad. I can scroll down to the futures. It ain't getting any better, guys, just to be very 100% with you on this particular situation that we're talking about. Now, when it comes to NVIDIA, they did climb back a little bit. They were almost down almost 3%. All right. Tesla climbed back to around $408. The entire tech sector is a bubble. AI is a bubble, and that bubble is rupturing. All right. You have issues that are going on in Japan. One of the most largest stimulus is going to be instituted and implemented in Japan. That is a powder keg, guys. All of that is affecting not only stocks, right? Not only commodities, not only trade in general, but the cryptocurrency market as well. We're talking about Bitcoin. It is being affected by this. Now, whatever happens to Bitcoin translates to negatives below the mark. And I'm talking about all the altcoins. And you guys can see this. Excellent DC opportunities. I'm pretty sure you guys are taking advantage of that. I'm looking at some as well. They're looking pretty good. Just make sure you get into the right things that are actually solidified and have great dev teams and fantastic communities. You know how this goes. But I have to tell you, getting back to the stock market, all of this is connected. Let's get into this announcement that came out of MicroStrategies, and we're going to look at what BlackRock is doing because it is affecting Bitcoin as well. Now, this may have came to a shock to you. It's really not shocking to me because he is under fire right now. The shareholders are really pissed at this particular gentleman, Michael Saylor. Here's a quote from this gentleman here. "I am stepping down as CEO of MicroStrategies, but will remain closely involved with them, continuing to support Bitcoin and maintain his long-term bullish stance." This is what he's saying. So he's going to step out, kind of like CZ did. And you know, CZ was forced, right? Because of the case and all that good stuff. But this kind of reminds me of the CZ situation, stepping down, kind of moving out of the limelight and actually still directly or indirectly connected from afar. This is what Michael Saylor is going to be doing here. Now, a lot of people are saying he posted this and deleted this. This is something that is actually being presumed as a fake post, but I believe, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I believe that this is the future. This is actually going to happen because this man is under a lot of pressure. By the way, they just bought some more Bitcoin today during the actual dip. But I have to tell you, Michael Saylor, he is in some trouble because we are going to go below 90K. And if we get to 80K, this venture, this particular position that he has MicroStrategies in, it's not going to look too well for the shareholders. Now, BlackRock, this is a whole different situation, but again, more money out of the door. Now, the Michael Saylor situation bought a lot, well over $400 million worth of Bitcoin today. So a lot of people are saying this particular sell-off was actually throttled and it was actually buffered by the MicroStrategies buy-in today. There was a lot of other buy-ins as well. This did not do anything to the bottom line because, as you already know, if you're looking at the trajectory of the Bitcoin chart, it's not really helping. There is so much sell pressure that is going on with Bitcoin right now. Not only Bitcoin, all of the altcoins are bleeding right now. And this is going to just go into the rest of the week as a negative. And we have a lot of negative energy that is going to be going into not only this week, but the rest of the fourth quarter. So when you're looking at this huge record selling event, when it comes to BlackRock, guys, big time record selling event here that we did witness today, well over $460 million from this particular entity. This is going to register a large amount of fear going into the week. Now, where does this put Bitcoin at this point in time? This is what I believe. I believe that this is actually going to cascade into more selling. All right. Now, I'll bring the question to you again. What does this put Bitcoin? Well, I think it positions not only Bitcoin, but all the altcoins for some all-time lows going into 2026. Because if we don't get this fourth quarter stimulated, I got to tell you guys, it's just going to go down even further. And not only the cryptocurrency market, but the stock market as well. We did get a record setting event that did happen in Japan with that stimulus. We'll talk about that on a live tomorrow. Let me know what you think about the market today. What are you doing with your altcoins? Are you consolidating into stable coins? Are you getting yield just to weather the storm? What are you doing? Let me know, and we'll see you on the next show.